AITA for yelling at my dad because he left grease on the dishes, and I think he's been gaslighting me.
I, 21F, am very close with my parents. I'd say they're nearly perfect, but I'm questioning everything right now. I was staying with them recently and agreed to help with chores. We're a family that only cleans up our own messes. I've been fairly tidy, but my dad said I left a pan out. I told him it wasn't mine. I assumed it was his. He said it was his, but that the last time I visited, weeks ago, I had left a pan and he washed it, so this time he left one for me to wash to make up for it. I said I was happy to wash it, but asked if he could just tell me next time instead of leaving it there silently and then getting angry when I didn't realize. He said it was unreasonable that he should have to ask. I teared up out of frustration, and he told me not to be so dramatic over a pan. After some back and forth, he yelled that he didn't want to talk about it anymore and that I should just wash the pan and stop giving him trouble. Then today, everything exploded. He asked me to do the dishes since I left the pan, and I agreed. He started helping. He washed with a pot of soapy water while I rinsed, but the dishes were coming out greasy. I said I thought the water needed more soap. He disagreed and refused to add any, saying the dishes were fine. I asked my mom to check, and she said they were greasy. He suddenly threw a dish and said I should just do it myself instead of telling him what to do. I got emotional again, not because of the dishes, but because of the pattern, and he said I was being dramatic again. I finally snapped and yelled, "I'm getting emotional because it's not about the dishes. It's about how every argument turns into all the things I've always wanted to say but can't because you never listen." I was so upset I just left. Now I don't know what to do. I've started wondering if my parents weren't as perfect as I always thought. I can't cry without hearing you're being dramatic, and when I question how I was raised, I think, but I have perfect parents. What scares me most is that when I start thinking too deeply about it, I get this automatic voice in my head saying mental health is just doctors selling meds, because that's what my parents always told me. It makes me feel like I can't even trust my own perspective, like I'm brainwashed for thinking something might be wrong. I honestly don't know what to do. My dad has another side to him. He can be the sweetest, most generous person. I know he has a lot of trauma from his childhood and from his time in the military. He saw some pretty dark stuff. If something is wrong, I just hope he gets help because I know it's not truly about me. I guess I just need someone to tell me if I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm not realizing how many dishes I leave and I'm looking too deeply into this. So, am I the ATIA? Edit, I didn't mention this earlier, but I am very safe. I don't live with my parents, and even if I did, my dad would never hit his family. He genuinely cares about us very much. The post focuses on the bad moments, so it might sound like that's all he is, but that's not true. His natural personality is kind, generous, and loving. It's just when he relapses into this angry version of himself that these things happen. It's not rare, but it's not constant either. Thank you all so much. Your support means a lot.